Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am filming a updated makeup routine video and a little bit of a life update. Mainly just the makeup is what I'm focusing on today, but I did want to let you know of some things that are going on in my life, I guess. There's not a lot, just mainly like two things, which one is really exciting, one is kind of like, or was a bit of like a pause on my life, I guess. Not really that I was doing much, but I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. So I'm mainly gonna focus on the makeup today and talk to you guys about what my updated makeup routine is like now. It's very simple. I haven't been doing anything too much just because I don't wear makeup to work, just because I do work with animals and it gets very hectic at times, so sometimes it's a bit hard to want to do my makeup in the mornings, mainly because I will just probably sweat it off by the end of the day. So usually what I do on the days that I'm not working, which are mainly like the weekends, well, some weekends, a day within the throughout the week, I will have a day off. Usually that's Mondays, or no, sorry, Fridays or Saturday. The weeks alternate, but when I do my makeup, I usually, oops, I dropped my palette. I usually start off with the No Problem Primer Essence from Touch in Sol, and I have been using this one for a while now. I don't really know what it's supposed to do. I'm not really sure if I really believe that primer does anything for your face. I don't know, I just use it mainly because I think it's supposed to do something. I don't know if it actually does. So if you see me looking down, I do have my mirror down here for you, for me to see what I'm doing. So I usually just put a couple of drops on the face. This is really runny, so you have to be kind of careful so you don't put a lot, because it'll literally just run down all of your face. So what I do is just massage it in with my hands all over my face. And I usually have bigger pores on my T-zone. Mainly I think it was because when I was a little bit younger, when I was back in like middle school, beginning of high school, I had a lot of acne, and it really got better throughout the year, throughout the years. 2020, like the beginning of 2020 when the pandemic hit, my skin was really bad. I had literally just got my hair cut, and I had taken a picture to show my mom what my hair looked like, because I had cut it really short for the first time in like ever, and my hair, no, not my hair, my face, like my skin looks so bad. I mean, obviously acne is normal. I'm not saying that if you have acne your skin looks terrible. Just for me, it felt, I don't know, it just made me feel really insecure about my skin. I had breakouts on my cheeks, which I had never had before. Usually when I was younger, I would have breakouts on my T-zone, so like my forehead and a little bit on my chin. But I started to get breakouts on my my cheeks, and it was pretty bad, and it did leave some scarring on my cheeks. I had like little darkness. I don't know if you can actually see it, but yeah, I had really bad acne when I was younger. Thankfully it kind of resolved, but now I feel my cheeks are always super like pink. Sometimes they're super red, so I don't know if I have like rosacea on my cheeks, but that's usually the only thing that really flares up on my cheeks. But other than that, my skin has been doing really good, and I don't know if it's mainly now that I have more of like a routine, like a skincare routine, which I do want to also film because I have a different products that I've been using for a while now. But yeah, my skin has been a lot better. Just the pores are a bit of a problem for me, which is really annoying, but it's fine. Skin is skin. It's not gonna look perfect. But yeah, so the next thing I do is I just take my concealer that I use as a like foundation. I don't really have a foundation that I'm using at the moment, mainly because I don't know what my shade is. I'm really bad at picking out my shade, just because mainly, I don't know, I feel like I have more of a yellowy undertone like on my neck and my chest area, but my face is really fair, and I feel like I match the foundation to my skin, like on my face it looks fine, but if it matches to my neck and like the rest of my body, it looks too light on me, so it's hard for me to really match a foundation to my skin tone. But yeah, all I do is take my concealer. I'm not really sure which one this one is actually. It's just the Maybelline in the shade 10 Fair. So I just put a little bit under my eyes. Actually, that's a lot. and I put some on my forehead. Actually, let me zoom you guys in a little bit. Okay, that's a little bit better. And I usually take this on like my forehead, my chin, and I kind of dot it along my cheeks. And I just do that because I don't really use foundation at the moment, so that adds a little bit of coverage to the redness on my cheeks. And then I'll just do a little bit at a time, and then I'll just take my makeup sponge. This one I believe is from e.l.f. But I'm not really sure which one this one is, and then I just blend it out as much as I can. And I do also just use the excess that's on the sponge for my eyelids. I don't use like eyeshadow primer or anything like that. I'm not really into using eyeshadow primer. I just use like whatever I'm using on my face as like a concealer or foundation. And I do have like my mirror, so I just blend this out as much as I can, as well as I can, because sometimes I think I blend my foundation or my concealer and it's not very well blended. So yeah, so I just go and tap it into the skin. And one of the main things that has happened in the since the last time I filmed is that I'm engaged now. We went to Hawaii on a family vacation with my fiance's family, and I wasn't expecting it. I kind of had a suspicion that he was gonna propose, but I didn't want to like really think about it too much just in case it didn't happen. It was our first time, well, my first time getting on a plane and my first time going to Hawaii, so it was really exciting. And on the third night there, we had gone out to dinner at a restaurant near the beach where we were staying, the resort. And after dinner, we went on to the beach. We did a toast to his grandpa. Unfortunately, he passed away before, a couple like months before we were supposed to go to Hawaii, so he wasn't obviously able to be there. So we did a little toast, and then after, I had turned around towards the ocean. I don't know what I was doing, and then I turned back around and he was on his knee asking if I wanted to marry him. And obviously I said yes. So now I'm engaged. Please excuse my nails, they look terrible, but this is my ring. I really love like an oval ring, like an oval stone on a ring, I guess that's what it's called. I don't know. But yeah, I'm engaged. I'm gonna be 23 in March, so yeah, I'm excited for that. I have not planned anything yet just because we're pretty much just taking our time with anything. I'm a very indecisive person, so once it comes time to actually planning our wedding, I want to take my time and not rush anything, because like I said, I'm so indecisive. I don't want to feel like I'm being rushed and then do or pick things out that I don't really care for and I, you know, end up hating. So yeah, I'm engaged, which is exciting. And after recently, like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now, my boyfriend turned 23, and we got COVID. I don't know, we were fine, and then I started to feel kind of like I don't know, I felt really under the weather on the Sunday after his birthday. So I was like, I don't know, I just felt really crappy. And Monday, the day of the start of the week, Monday, I didn't go to work. I just felt like crappy, so we had a couple of at-home tests, so I took one just to be sure, and it was positive, which was very unexpected. I was pretty shocked just because I was like, we had just tested like a couple days before, because we had gone to a baby shower for his family. His nephew's wife is pregnant, so I'm like, wait, like how from the span of like a week to now have we tested positive? So yeah, we've been quarantined for about 10 days, and we're fine now, which is great. We didn't have too many symptoms. I don't really want to talk about what symptoms, just because this is like, I don't really want to talk about COVID. It's just the whole thing. But yeah, we weren't too sick to the point where we had to go to like the hospital or anything, which is amazing. You know, just because, you know, things, I don't know, people get really sick and it's sad and it's scary. So thankfully we didn't get sick to the point where we had to be seen at a hospital. But now we're fine and we're healthy. So yeah, I mean, the only symptoms I really feel like I still have is fatigue. Usually by the time it gets around like mid-afternoon, it's where I feel kind of like really tired. And I don't know if that's just me, because on the days we were sick with COVID, we literally didn't do anything. I would wake up like super like in the middle of the night early and I couldn't sleep. So I would just be laying in bed like this, like leaning onto my pillow, watching TV, and then I would like fall asleep because I was just so tired. And I don't know, I didn't do much until the second week when we were recovering. And I was fine by the second week, but I was still feeling a bit off, and his mom was still positive after we tested, after the 6-day quarantine. So we stayed quarantined for 2 weeks just to be safe, and now we're good. So that's amazing. And then we could actually be out in the world, go to work, and actually do things we need to do instead of being cooped up at home. But yeah, if we had to do what was necessary. But yeah, that's just the 2 things that I've had going in my life right now. I'm just engaged, and when we got COVID, but we're good now. I'm excited for once the time comes to plan our wedding. But the next thing I'm going to do is use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder. I just have the lid here. But yeah, this is the powder I've been using for the last couple of weeks since I've been doing my makeup. And I usually just take a little bit on my sponge and just kind of dab this under my eyes and just use the rest on like the rest of my face. I don't really use too much powder just because I do notice that if I do use a lot of powder, it makes my face look super like cakey, kind of dry. So I don't use too much. I just use whatever is on my sponge to kind of blend. So yeah, I don't use a lot of powder. I don't know, I just feel I'm more into like the natural look right now. So I don't like using too much like concealer or powder to make my face look kind of more like natural and less like cakey or anything like that. So next, after my powder, usually I'll do my eyebrows or just do completely my face. So the blush I've been using at the moment, which I've had for a while, is the Burt's Bees blush in the shade Bare Peach, which looks like this. If you can see it. It's this really pretty like peachy nude. I'm really into more of like a peachy nude kind of shade when it comes to blush. Sometimes I go for a more pinky color, but I don't go in heavy with a blush just because I don't want it to be too much on my face. So I just tap a little bit onto there, tap off the excess, and kind of just go all over my cheek. I don't know, I feel like it just gives me a little bit of a wash of color. I don't like, you know, dramatic blush. So I just kind of go over that a little bit on my face. And that's about it. I just do like a couple dabs into the blush, tap off the excess, and then just put it on the cheeks. And then the highlighter I've been loving at the moment is the Jaclyn Hill Iced Highlighter. I have the mini. I got the mini because I mean, they're not super expensive, but it's not like super cheap either. I think they're like $28 to $36. Let me just check really quick. But yeah, I got the mini just to try it out. And I got it in the color Iced, or in the shade Iced, just because I thought it was a really pretty light highlighter. But this is what the packaging looks like. It's really cute. And then this is the color of the highlighter. Let me show you. Let me cover the mirror so I don't blind you. But it's a really pretty light, I don't know, it's just very pretty looking. But let's see. Jaclyn Hill. No, it's Jaclyn Cosmetics. That's what her brand is called. Sorry, I'm like all over the place. So the mini is 16 and the regular sized highlighter is 29, which is not bad, but I just wanted to get the mini just to try it out and see. Just because I mean, she comes out with nice launches. Her launches are really cool, but I mean, most of the time, I think the only thing that I've been really interested in are her highlighters and some of her lip products. I haven't tried any of the lip products yet, but the highlighters and the lip products are the main things that I'm interested in. I don't know, I mean, maybe once if she comes out with like an eyeshadow palette, that would be really interesting. I think she already has, but I'm not sure. I don't know, if I've been really not into makeup as much, but I'm also really into makeup at the same time. Like if I see new things coming out, I'm like, oh my god, like that looks really cool, that's pretty. Like I don't know, it's just my interests right now are on diamond painting and reading, and sometimes makeup. I sometimes get really excited to play around with makeup, but it's been a bit of a weird right now where I have too many things I want to do, and then I don't end up doing any of them because I get overwhelmed. But yeah, I just take a little bit of the Jaclyn Hill highlighter, and I put it on the tops of my cheeks. And then a little bit of my nose. Yeah, I don't know, it looks really pretty. I don't do too much highlighter just because I don't want it to look like crazy, so I just do a little bit on the cheeks or on like the top of my cheeks, and then after that I usually end up doing my brow, and I also have the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade 4, I believe. Yeah, shade 4, and this is a mini also that I have. I just wanted to try it out. I heard so many good things about the Benefit like brow products, so I wanted to test it out, but I got the mini just to see if I would like it, just to let me see if I can have it focus. But yeah, this is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil Mini that I have. And recently I've just been using this. I don't use any brow pomade or anything, like the brow gel. I haven't been using brow I haven't been using brow pomade or brow gel for my eyebrows. I've just been using a pencil. And usually what I like do is I just take a spoolie. Where's my spoolie? There it is. So I just take a spoolie and brush out my brows. I really need to get them done. They look pretty crazy. And then I just take the pencil and kind of outline my brows and fill them in a little bit. I've been liking more of like a lighter brow, nothing too bold. I feel like if I do anything too bold, it looks kind of too much on my face. So I just try and stick to something a bit lighter and less bold when I do my eyebrows. So I just kind of outline my brow and start filling in a little bit as I go along. And then the front of my eyebrow, I go really light just because I don't like the very blockish looking brow. And then as I do that, I use the spoolie again and then comb out my brows just to kind of even out the brow pencil and not make it look too much. And then as I do that, then I go back and look at the sparse areas where I need to fill out a little bit more of the brows. And then that's all I do with my brows. I just use the pencil, comb it out with a spoolie, and then go back in if I need to. But it's really simple. I don't do anything too much for my brows just because like I said, I feel like it's just a lot on my face if I do like too much on my brows. But yeah, I'm gonna finish off my brows and I'll be back to finish off the rest of my makeup. I went ahead and finished my brows, and I went ahead and curled my lashes. I used to not curl my lashes at all, but I do notice that when I do, it makes just them look a lot more wispy and fuller. So now before I do anything, I'll go ahead and go in with my Natasha Denona bronze palette, which is this one here. Try not to blind you guys. I go ahead and use the shade Suntan that's here. It's a pretty, like, it's a light brownish color. It's really pretty, and I use that just to put on my lids, just to add a little bit of color to them. I don't like just leaving my lids bare. I don't know, I just feel like it's a little boring, so I just add a little bit of something to them, nothing too much. And I just pack the color into my lid, and then I kind of blend out the edges just so it doesn't look harsh. Alright, so that's really the only thing I do for my eyes in regards to like eyeshadow, I don't do too much just because, like I said, I just want a little bit of flush of color. And then before I do my mascara, I go ahead and set my face. Since, I mean, I don't have a lot of makeup on, but I still like to set my face just to make everything look like last a little bit longer, especially when I'm wearing a mask. So I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Natural Finish Setting Spray, which I'm pretty sure if you are into makeup, you know this is like a staple in pretty much everyone's collection, just because it's a really nice spray. And I usually just shake it up a little bit and do a couple of spritz of this. Ooh, okay, I'm not gonna use this right now just because I don't know if you can see, the sprayer is kind of shooting out the setting spray, and it used to not do that, so I don't know if it's just broken. I don't know. So I'm not gonna use that right now. I don't want to put that all over my face and just have a piece, like a bunch of like spray on one side and it'd be all, I don't know. I'm not gonna use that right now. But usually that's the one that I use when I'm setting my face. So for my mascara, I've been using the NARS Climax mascara in the explicit black shade, and I also have a mini of this. Also, I really wanted to try it out. It came out a while ago and I just really wanted to try it, but I didn't want to get the full size in case I didn't like it. But this is what it looks like. It's a really pretty like packaging, and the wand is pretty big on this. I don't know, I mean, I kind of like the big wands on the mascaras. I feel like it just helps coat all of the lashes better. But yeah, this is the mascara that I've been using for a while now, and I really like how it makes my lashes look. And I do like the wand. It's a little bit harder just because this is a mini, so the handle is a little bit smaller, but I really like how it makes my lashes look. And I don't know if that's just the mascara, also because I've been curling my lashes, but it just makes them look really nice and like fluffy. And I do have naturally long lashes, so when I add mascara to them, they just look better. I don't know if you guys can tell. Let me see if I can zoom you in. But I feel like it just makes my lashes look really nice, but not too much at the same time. Alrighty, so now to finish off my makeup, I usually just do a little bit of a lip product. I don't do like a full-on like lip liner, lipstick, lip gloss when I'm just doing like a small amount of makeup. I usually like to go into like, I usually like to use this like a lip balm or even sometimes lipstick, but at the moment I've been really liking the ColourPop Just a Tint like lip crayons. And this one is in the shade Cherry Pickin', which is cute. And I really like the color. It's like a brownie nude, but it doesn't come off like super brown on the lips. It almost is a bit like orangey, but I really like it. It's really like comfortable on the lips. It's very like hydrating. And usually I just put a little bit on the bottom lip and kind of like massage it into the top one. But yeah, usually that's all I do. And it smells really good. It smells like, I don't know, it smells kind of like candy, but it smells really good. And that's usually all I do for the lips, is just use this to apply a little bit of something on the lips so that they're not like dry and cracky. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you do, subscribe if you want to see more videos from me, and I see you in my next one. Bye!